Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Nick Ball loses, but he's still UK's champion. They don't care. They love Nick Ball, man, as they should. Let me tell you something. Tyson Fury said it. I was saying it. If Nick Ball was 6'1", everybody in boxing, from all the big boys, all the small guys, everybody would be in trouble. If Nick Ball was 6'6", I would say 6 feet tall. Nick Ball is hell on wheels, man. You got to put some respect on his name. But it's just funny to me to see how people are kind of talking trash about him because he lost. He got knocked out. It's boxing. Shit happens. But anyway, let me show y'all, man, who. Because, see, some people don't even know who Nick Ball is. This right here is Nick Ball. Close this up. So, look at his height. He's 5'2". This man is 5'2". Was a WBA champion. 23 wins, 13 knockouts. He has one loss now because he lost yesterday. In a fight, one judge had him winning. The other judge, I think, had him down by like 2 rounds. From Liverpool in the United Kingdom. 28 years old. But look at his height. 5'2", out here whipping ass. And he was giving Brandon Figueroa all he could handle. But Figueroa was just, he's a high-volume fighter. And Figueroa was outworking him. Now look, Figueroa's 5'9". So you got the 5'2" guy with a 72-inch reach facing this guy who's 5'9", 27 wins, 20 KOs, 2 losses, two-time weight. I think he was a 2-time champion or two different weights. Well, we can sit here and look and confirm that real quick. But long story short, Brandon Figueroa is no joke. And, real boxing heads, they know, so it's 2 different weight divisions where he was a champion, okay? But my thing is, back on Nick Ball. Back on Nick Ball here. I don't understand why people are giving him a hard time, man. Nick Ball has done nothing but get in the ring, fight his heart out. He's always undersized. You know what I'm saying? He's always the smaller guy as far as height, reach. He has all the disadvantages in the world, but he's got the heart, he's got the mentality of a champion, and that's why he gets in there and he performs where he performs. And that's why yesterday was his first no-kidding loss because he got knocked out. Some people felt he lost to Ray Vargas. Some people felt like they jerked Ray Vargas before, but the bottom line is Nick Ball now has a loss. Now, there was some drama with the fight where some people were saying, hey, like Manny Robles came out and was saying that, Manny Robles and his team should have been able to watch Nick Ball's team wrap Nick Ball's hands. And when they showed up to the venue, Nick Ball's hands were already wrapped. They reached out to the WBO representative and they were saying, hey, there's nothing they can do. Now, I'm going to tell you, that sounds like some secret society shit right there. You know what I mean? That sounds shady. I got to just be real and not be biased just because I like Nick Ball. But that's not cool. Makes you wonder what they were doing to make them lean forward and wrap those hands without somebody from the opposing team there to observe. That is a recipe for disaster. And I'm surprised that they didn't make him undo the wraps or rewrap them. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter now. And that could explain the celebration in the ring when Brandon Figueroa knocked him out, because it felt like they were Manny Robles and Team Figueroa felt like they were disrespected going into the fight. But I'll tell you this. When it comes to Brandon Figueroa, the guy just shows, man, that he still got something left in the gas tank. And there's something special about those hands. And for Nick Ball, the way he got knocked out, he was out, man. He somehow managed to get up, but his ass was laying there motionless, face first. That's not good when you go out like that. But he got up and kept trying to fight. That just lets you know what's inside of him. But I thought I'm sitting here still because I thought Nick Ball was going to win. But Brandon Figueroa has something in him. And just thinking about him going forward. Now you got the talks of him fighting Espinoza, fighting Bruce Carrington. You know what I'm saying? Those are really good fights. But I don't know, you know, how those fights go, because I know Figueroa throws a lot of punches, but he had a lot of advantages over Nick Ball, and Nick Ball was still was making the rounds very close and very competitive against Espinoza. Man, I mean, you're talking about Espinoza is taller than Brandon Figueroa. Bruce Carrington is 5'8", 72-inch reach, so they're more evenly matched. So to say who wins, I don't know. I'm a Shushu fan. I love Espinoza too, but I'm a Shushu fan. So if Shushu gets the fight, I'm rooting for Shushu. I would love to see Shushu in a unification, man. But you got to put some respect on Figueroa's name. Man traveled over to the UK. You know, you go fight in another person's country. It's nothing against the UK. It's like that almost anywhere you go. You get into a close fight, more times than not, the hometown fighter gets the nod. And that's something that Brandon Figueroa had talked about. And he was just saying, look, he know he's fighting in Ball's home city, but he's not planning on letting the judges have any say in the proceedings, any say in the decision. He's going to take the decision out of the judge's hands. And he did it. The contest was close, but it looks like he was going to get the win anyway going into that last round, because he was ahead on 2 of the 3 judges' scorecards. But I just want to know if he can set that same pace against guys like Bruce Carrington, Espinoza. Because from the opening bell, you know, Figueroa that's how he fights. The man could throw 70, 80 punches around, you know, and just overwhelm his opponents. And for a guy like Nick Ball, he just was having a tough time with the reach and the work rate. But for Figueroa to try it against somebody like Espinoza, man, who Espinoza throws a lot of shots. He's got power. He's right there. He's looking for the dogfight. That probably is the most exciting fight, is Figueroa Espinoza opposing Figueroa Bruce Carrington. But Bruce Carrington can scrap. He's got power. He's got the mentality. But Bruce Carrington got to work on his defense. He got hit and hit bad. He got clipped bad in his last fight. But he was able to show, man, that champion mentality, that champion heart, and shake it off and get back to business. And he got the knockout. But anyway, Nick Ball, people need to stop hating on him, man. I don't know what they expect him to do. You see him get in the ring. You see a little blood trickling from the nose as he returns to his corner, the corner talking to him. His nose got broken. I mean, it's fighting. What y'all expect Nick Ball to do? Go in there and not get hit? It's a fight. Things happen. I just don't understand why people are just raking him across the coals. Like, it's just so unfair to be like that with that man. That dude is a national treasure, in my opinion. 5'2" out here representing for the UK. And he got that dog in him. Everybody knows. Nick Ball, the little short guy from the UK, everyone knows he gets busy. Everyone knows. And if you look at him at 5'2" with that 60-something inch reach, how he's able to get in there and land uppercuts, land hooks, you know what I'm saying? Land serious power shots and hurt his opponents. I don't see how somebody could come now and just see him taking a loss and decide that they want to make fun of him. I don't understand, man. But I could tell you this, man. As I was watching the fight unfold, I just felt like Ball just couldn't match Figueroa's work rate. And that's all it is, man. And the inside work of Figueroa, again, just that smothering style, and even Ball couldn't, I think he uncharacteristically just couldn't handle Figueroa. And it is what it is. But Ball, he hung in there. He was rallying back in different rounds. He just wasn't able to get the business done. So, and then that shit at the end of the fight, after Ball got knocked out, I don't know why his team rushed in the ring like they wanted to fight. Brandon Figueroa and Brandon Figueroa's team, one guy who had fought earlier that night, kicked at a member of Figueroa's team, and it's like, it's tasteless, man. It's a fight. Gonna be a winner, gonna be a loser. I got to get him the same criticism that I gave Keyshawn Davis and his brothers when One of the, I don't know if it's Kelvin or Keon, I don't know which one, but the tall one, he ended up getting beat in a fight against Nahir Albright. And then, Keyshawn and some of the crew wanted to go over there and make a big scene. It's wrong, man. Shit is wrong. So, the same way I criticize those guys, I'm going to criticize these cockaholes. Stop. As a matter of fact, I got to drop this on them. Hey, yo, team ball. Whoever those wackos jumping in the ring acting crazy. Hey, yo, hold your horses. Stop taking it to the stupid. Shit happens in fighting. Want to go out there now and fight and jump people and act wild because you at home and you comfortable because you got the numbers? That shit is just ridiculous, man. Anyway, Nick Ball, man, I live to fight another day. Maybe there's a rematch. I don't know. But Nick Ball, still the UK's champion. I'm still rooting for the little dude, man. He gets busy. Anyway, man, y'all keep cool. Congratulations to Figueroa. Matter of fact, let me see something before I jump off. Let's just take a look and see who can Figueroa fight next. Oh, it's right here. Look, I have it up. Look, right here. Check this out. Okay. So this is the weight division. All right. Espinoza is ranked number 1. Then you have Leo. Ball was ranked number 3. Oh, Fulton's still at number 4. And Carrington 6. Figueroa was 7. I'm sure he'll bump up. Cuello Alim Gonzalez. Now, when you look at the champions, WBO is Espinoza and Angelo Leo, Bruce Carrington, and Figueroa. So Figueroa and Espinoza could be a scrap, or Leo. Any of these guys would be good unifications. Then you got this guy Mirko Cuello, who may slip himself into an opportunity to face Brandon Figueroa, since Brandon Figueroa is a WBA champion. Cuello is a WBA interim, which there's so much talk about these sanctioning bodies and belts and sanctioning fees and interim champions. All that's getting highlighted. I wonder how much longer there's going to be an interim champion in any division, just to be honest with you. But the bottom line is Figueroa could face Bruce Carrington, or he could face, let me get off this bull crap, or he could face one of these guys. So this is Carrington, the WBC champion, that's in the green, at number 6, right above. Angelo Leo is the IBF champion, and that's him right there, ranked number 2. And then Espinoza is a WBO champion, and that's him, ranked at number 1. And I'm just gonna tell you, man, all those guys can scrap. Makes for really, really good matchups. Anyway, we'll see what the future holds for the 126-pound division. But as far as Brandon Figueroa, congrats, good job. Nick Ball, man, hold your head up, man. And you a badass. And anybody out here talking shit about you is because they've never been inside that boxing ring. They don't have the heart to go out there and even spar, much less be a professional fighter and get in the ring and fight in front of the world and risk getting, humiliated and getting knocked out like all y'all fighters do. So as far as I'm concerned, man, all of them need to hold their horses and stop taking it to the stupid. Y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.